Title: The Lantern in the Storm. In a quiet village nestled between misty hills and emerald forests, lived a young boy named Aarav. Though his home was humble, his heart was vast, filled with dreams that stretched far beyond the mountains. Every evening, Aarav would climb a steep hill behind his house. From there, he could see the distant city lights flickering like stars. One day, he would whisper to himself, "I will shine among them." But life wasn't easy. Aarav's father was a farmer, and his mother wove baskets to earn a little money. They could not afford fancy clothes or gadgets. Most children at school mocked Aarav's worn-out shoes and second-hand books. "You'll never leave this village," they would laugh. "Dreams are for rich people." Though their words stung, Aarav never let them extinguish the fire within. One evening, after a particularly tough day, Aarav climbed his hill once more. The sky was brooding. Clouds loomed heavy, and thunder growled in the distance. As he sat beneath his favorite tree, tears rolled down his cheeks. "Maybe they're right," he muttered. "Maybe I'm just chasing shadows." Just then, something extraordinary happened. From the bushes beside him, a soft glow emerged, a floating lantern, golden and pulsing gently like a heartbeat. Startled, Aarav stepped back. The lantern hovered, then danced around him playfully before settling in the air. Suddenly, it spoke not with words, but with feelings. Warmth spread through Aarav's chest. Hope, courage, determination. The lantern beckoned, drifting into the forest. Curiosity overcoming fear, Aarav followed. The deeper he went, the darker it became. Rain began to fall, turning the path to mud. Trees creaked, and shadows danced. Yet the lantern floated ahead, its glow unwavering. As they reached a clearing, the lantern stopped. Before Aarav stood a broken bridge spanning a raging river. The path was treacherous. The water roared, but the lantern lit up the bridge, plank by plank. Aarav hesitated, but then he remembered. "One day, I will shine among them." He stepped forward. With each step, the bridge grew more stable. With every challenge he faced slipping, nearly falling, the lantern brightened, guiding him safely across. On the other side, Aarav found himself in a meadow unlike any he had seen. Flowers glowed with their own light, trees whispered encouragement, and the stars above formed shapes of great inventors, leaders, and dreamers. Then, the lantern rose high into the sky and burst into a million sparks. From those sparks emerged visions Aarav, graduating from a great university, building a school in his village, standing on a stage, sharing his story. A voice echoed in the air. "Your light was never small. You only needed to believe." Aarav awoke the next morning beneath his tree. The storm had passed. The sky was golden with dawn. In his hand lay a tiny piece of glowing ember, the heart of the lantern. From that day on, Aarav worked harder than ever. He studied under streetlights, helped his parents, and saved every coin. The ember he kept close to his heart, a reminder of what he had seen. Years passed. Aarav won a scholarship to the city, became a renowned engineer, and returned to build a solar-powered school in his village free for all children. At the school's opening, he told the story of the lantern. Some believed it, others smiled politely. But every child in that crowd, watching the glow in Aarav's eyes, felt something stir in their hearts. Hope, the truth. The lantern may have been magic, or maybe it was the power of belief made real. But one thing was certain: everyone carries a light inside them. It flickers when mocked, dims when doubted, but never dies. All it needs is a little faith and the courage to follow it through the storm. Closing message for video ending. No matter how dark the night, even the smallest light can lead the way. Believe in your light, follow your dreams, and when the world says you can't let your courage be louder,